Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Direct snap to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down coming up after that running play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 10. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they've got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Toss play to the outside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
With the option keeper here for a big game for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. But Reggie McNeil, great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield and pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Back to pass. It's Reed. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So as we begin the second quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. Long enough and good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Collins. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looks right for a quick completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw, it's Reed. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. And they pick up the first down at 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Looking to throw yet again. Nice grab. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability of getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the handoff. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? Quick throw to the left side. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the one.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Defensive backs up to the line, showing press. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Another handoff to him on second and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. The pass is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, your best player is going to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive battle. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And there's the handoff. Got space, looking to score. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Turner. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that short completion. Dropping back. It's Collins. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Now the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Running it back, it's Turner. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Back to throw. It's Reed. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the run, it's DeMarco. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This is the 6th play on the drive. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's second down here. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Howard right past the defender. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
It's a run. Running back's got it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Snags the quick throw. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Aiming for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Yeah, they cut into this lead now on third and goal. The shotgun running play call. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Oh, look at the quick cut.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff to the back. Keep the clock moving. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. Let's see what we get here on 3rd and 4. To the air. It's Reed. Caught quickly. And that will pick up a first down, a spot at 38.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Receivers are bunched together. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to throw. It's Reed. The ball is caught.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.